Hey guys, I'm back. Day 3 of stand-up comedy by rock and roll Judy Kroll, aka Sparkles. So, I have a sniffle right now. And, these days with the coronavirus, everyone thinks that they have it. I don't know if I have a fever, but, we can't be too sure. So, I'm already quarantined, but I'm like, oh man, my head hurts, but, that's probably just, from staying in all the time or whatever. And the way to test yourself, they say, is, if you don't have a cough, which I don't, then, that's one of the symptoms. The other symptom, they say, is loss of breath. You're supposed to breathe in 5 times and see if you gasp for air or not. Have you looked at me? Okay, I'm 60 pounds overweight. And everything I do causes me to have a lack of breath. So, talking about being heavy, I'm away with my husband somewhere, and, I don't know, we're hanging out, and, I say, oh my God, I'm so fat. This is usually after walking up, a couple of steps. And he's like, no, that's not the right term for it. He's in the medical field, and he says, what you are is morbidly obese. I look at him, I'm like, what are you talking about? Do you ever want to have sex again? I said, I really prefer the term fat. And he said, well, fat is offensive. And I'm like, okay, but I don't know. I feel more comfortable with that or heavyset than morbidly obese. So husbands, they're very strange. Basically, every day they have one goal. And that generally is to have sex. I would think that would be any man. So if I were a guy and I had to get to that goal, I would make a plan as to how I'm going to do that. And kind of from the minute my wife got up, or my girlfriend, or my significant other, till the time it was time to have the act, I would think in my mind, what will get me or lead me to sex? And in that framework, so basically saying, you're right, honey, can I help you with the dishes, honey? Oh, you look really pretty today. And if they were smart, which they're not, sorry guys, men, then they would do things all day just to get to their goal. Right? Am I right, ladies? So anyway, people have just completely lost their sense of humor. I don't know what it is these days. And again, I feel like laughter is the best medicine. And the only thing we could do is support each other during this time. But, Facebook, which I'm addicted to, has become a weapon. All right? See, I feel bad now. I'm not on fire like I was yesterday, but not everything's gonna go as good. This is completely off the cuff, extemporaneous. Me, don't like it, turn it off. So, what was I saying? I was talking about supporting each other on Facebook. Oh, I don't know if I said supporting each other. So instead of supporting one another on Facebook, it seems that we've taken to political debates because we're bored. So we're all turning on each other on social media, and that doesn't help things. And also, the thing that bothers me about Facebook, again, being addicted to it, I post, good things where I'm going, what I'm doing, bragging about my son, doing well in school. And all I want is people to like it. I don't even care if I don't even know who the fuck you are. Just hit the like button. It'll make me feel better. But there are people out there who either say, oh, I haven't seen it, yet they're on Facebook all the time, or something is wrong with their index finger to where they can't, for some reason, do that to your post. Now, how hard is it to just do that? I don't know what's wrong with these people, but let's see. So, I did that, and I want to talk about I don't even know because I have all these topics, and just how life is funny, because everything in the world pretty much has come to a halt. Restaurants have closed, non-essential businesses have closed. Everything pretty much has stopped because of the seriousness of this pandemic, except the spam call. I don't know how they do it, but repeatedly, no matter how many times I block these numbers, they have every combination of the first 3 digits of my phone number, 801, 801, 801. It's really aggravating. How come we can stop every other business, but we can't stop the spam calls? All right, a couple more topics, because I was nervous in the beginning, so hang on. So I wanted to talk about, let's see, baking. So, I just started learning to cook. I get the HelloFresh meals delivered to my house, and, I learned how to use different things, like, I had a ginger in my house for the first time. No, not a redheaded person, but literally a ginger, a scallop. I had to go buy a zester and a meat pounder. So I decided that I would try my hand at baking. Now, in case you haven't guessed, this is white Jewish women comedy. But that's my life. That's what I know, and I don't know how to be anyone else being a white Jewish woman. Okay, so, so see, I just lost my my trend there. So it's not, I know some of my critics won't like it. But the baking, and you can't make this shit up. So I decide, hey, I want to try my hand. I really want to go buy Hamantaschen. So, I go to Kramer's Bakery, and they're out of them. I'm like, what do you mean? How do you be out of Hamantaschen? You're like the only Jewish bakery for miles. And, some other places only had like the really big ones with all the dough, and I wanted the little one. So my friend, being a baker and a chef, said, oh, it's so easy to make. I'm like, but you don't understand. I'm like, I've never baked anything, not even a cake out of a box. She gives me the recipe. Okay. So I have a mixer, strangely enough, that's 21 years old, that I got as a bridal shower present. I had to take the wrapping off of it. And like 7 people chipped in to get that for me. I don't know. Was it really expensive back then? I don't know. So I read the directions, I put, everything together, and I mix. And shit starts flying all over the kitchen. I'm like, what the hell is happening here? So I call my girlfriend. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, you didn't put all those ingredients together, did you? You're supposed to put the liquid first and then the dry. Well, who the fuck would have known that? So I try a second time. I don't know, like a week later, or 5 days, a couple days later. And the dough that I make is not rolling. I'm telling you, it is sticking to my hands and to the parchment paper and to the rolling pin. I can't figure out what's going on. So fortunately, my husband, who's very sharp, he knows that when I cook or do anything at all, I take everything out and I don't put anything back. So he's like, you forgot an ingredient. I'm just like, no way, man. So sure enough, he looks. Every single ingredient that I used was on the table. Vanilla or on the counter, baking soda, flour, sugar, whatever. And he didn't see any oil. So he's like, you didn't put any oil in it. So obviously the dough is not, thickening. I guess, you had to be there. It's not funny. I don't know. I feel all this pressure to be funny. Let's see. I guess I got one more topic, and that is controversy. Yes, we are always in controversy as being humans, and everybody, they deal with it differently. Some people like run and don't want to be confronted at all, and some people like me want to like talk it out till we reach a resolution. But like everything today can be controversial. Let's say, for example, my husband we have a hot tub. And it runs all year because it's not attached to anything. It's freestanding, and he loves to go in it. That's like his favorite thing to do. And, I'm like, okay, on occasion, just to spend time with him, I'll go in. So, evidently, I got banned from the hot tub. I don't know exactly, like, I've been banned from other places, but to be banned from a hot tub. So, my husband, like, he has this rule, we're talking about controversy, that the hot tub is a place of peace. Nothing controversial can be talked about in the hot tub. So, I go in, we're not allowed to talk about, say, family. We're not allowed to talk about work. Basically, if you talk about the freaking weather, that could be controversial. Like, hey, I think it may rain tomorrow. And he'll be like, No, the forecast is for sun. So, there I am, like, right out. And I also want to mention that, let's see. I don't know. See, I'm too nervous now. Not everyone's going to be a good one. Um, let's see. I kind of mentioned everything. I really want to leave you with, you don't like it, so fuck you. Oh, here's the thing about this virus. So I have a friend who, let's say she was in another country, and she came back here, and let's say she's not, oh God, people are not going to think this is funny. They're going to get all judgy and stuff, but so she comes back from another country. She was told to self-quarantine. Who knows? She had no food in the house. So, people are going crazy. If you have a cough, they don't want to come near you. So just to go to the supermarket, she had to put on like a scarf, a wig, and some sunglasses. Like, people, I cannot believe what we have come to. Anyway, somebody said my tagline should be what I said in the last video, but I don't remember it because that's another thing. I'm going through the M word. Menopause. Yes, I suspected it for quite some time. I had a blood test, and sure enough, as my husband would say, my factory is closed. But that's a topic for another time. Take care, y'all. Remember to laugh. It is the best medicine. I don't think this is as good as yesterday's, but we'll keep trying.